Hello guys, welcome back to Andalusia in Spain.
Hi there, nice to have you with us once more.
It is time for us to reach the final destination for today, the historic city of Córdoba.
After we check into the hostel, we're going for a night walk on the city to check out the most important monuments.
I bet it's going to be a 30 degrees Celsius night. That means t-shirt and shorts for me. I love motorcycles, but I hate wearing so many gear in the summer. Let's go, Córdoba awaits us. We are now heading east along the Guadalquivir River. The city of Córdoba is less than 25 kilometers away from Almodóvar del Rio, so it's quite near. That is good since we're actually getting a bit tired from all this heat. Welcome to the historic Córdoba. It is a city in Andalusia, Spain, and the capital of the province of Córdoba. It is the third biggest city of Andalusia and the 11th in the country. The city primarily lies in the right bank of the river Guadalquivir in the south of the Iberian Peninsula. The first traces of human presence in the area are remains of a Neanderthal man dating back to circa 42,000 to 35,000 before Christ. Pre-urban settlements around the mouth of the Guadalquivir River are known to have existed from the 8th century before Christ. The first historical mention of a settlement dates to the Carthaginian expansion across this river. Córdoba was conquered by the Romans in 206 before Christ. And it is this that marks the first culture that we can still see today, namely the Roman bridge that we'll visit tonight. Later, Córdoba occupied an important place in the Provinciae Hispania of the Byzantine Empire and under the Visigoths who conquered it in the late 6th century. Córdoba was captured by the Muslims in 711 or 712, and this is the second culture present in the city today. The city prospered under this rule until the 13th century, during the Reconquista, when it was taken by the Christian kingdoms that ultimately gave way to the founding of the Kingdom of Portugal and Spain. Myself and Lady Wolf are actually kinda lost. Our hostel is located on historic old city and vehicle access there is restricted. So Google Maps isn't helping us at all. We must use our old navigation methods, the brain. But I think we are a bit rusty about that. Got too used to Google and Waze navigation, and that is not so good. About the historic landmarks of the city of Córdoba, we notably have the Great Mosque Cathedral of Córdoba. It was finished in the year of 786. The mosque is one of the most famous monuments of Western Islamic architecture. After the Christians conquered the city, the mosque was converted to a cathedral. It underwent significant modifications in the 16th century, but much of the original structure still remains. The building was listed as a World Heritage Site in 1984. Surrounding the large old town are the Roman walls. That includes the Puerta del Almodóvar, the Puerta del Sevilla, and the Puerta del Puente. which are the only 3 gates remaining from the original 13. Towers and fortresses include the Malmuerta Tower, Torre de Belén, and Puerta de Rincóns Tower. And of course, also the iconic Roman bridge is a must to visit. We might say that the city of Córdoba is a fusion of many cultures. Let's continue our quest for the hostel. At the moment I'm using OzAnd, a very nice free app that I use to read GPX files with our routes. Lady Wolf is in front using Google Maps as a backup. What is confusing to us is that it seems that according to our apps we can only reach the hostel by foot. But we did research it and choose this hostel because it was located on a no-car zone, but it was possible to reach by motorcycle and park right in front of the hostel. Well, let's see if we can find a way into the old city and check into the hostel so we can finally take a nice bath and get in some cooler outfits.
Yeah, what is also not helping is the temperature, showing 43, 44, and this low speed and traffic lights is making it harder to think. We have to find a way into the old city since we did verify it before and it's possible to enter. I just have to alternate Google Maps orientations for walking and or cycling. I like to navigate as much as Lone Wolf does, but I have to admit this one is proving to be a challenge.
Yeah, very true. My Benelli engine fan is working all the time. I have shut the engine down just to let it cool a little bit.
I think I found our way in. My engine temperature is at 105, crazy. I can feel the heat coming from the engine into my legs. I think I'm going to remove my jacket, it's too hot.
Não, amor, olha, está a 1 minuto e 300 metros. Olha aqui, amor.
Lady Wolf just bumped at side cases.
Sorry.
No harm done. Well, about hydration, it's a good thing that we have our camel bags with us. Although the water in there is already warm like soup.
That's why I always put my camel bag into the freezer to have ice cold fresh water, at least for a while, a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. I don't like ice water, but that's a good idea. Well, I think we can enter near the Puerta del Sevilla and then follow the instructions.
Ah, that's better, without the jacket. I know I shouldn't do that, but I can't stand the heat of being stopped on very low speeds anymore. Alright, let's try the Puerta de Sevilla.
Lone Wolf, ready to go.
Roger that, give me a minute.
Alright, let's go. So, what went wrong in finding our hostel? I always make a GPX file with the exact route to follow in all of our road trips. And when needed, we use Google Maps to find a special location. So, when we entered Córdoba, we followed Google Maps, but since the access to the old city is restricted to vehicles, Google Maps sent us to that place we were stopped back there, and told us to do the final 50 meters by foot. Amazing Google.
We are finally inside the historical city center. Now we just need to find a hostel that is in a very narrow alley. We selected this hostel not only because it is very cheap, but also since it has nice conditions and air conditioned. There is no indoor parking for motorcycles, but since it's an alley where cars are not allowed, we feel it's very safe to leave our motorcycles there.
Vai, esquerda. Pelo menos. Amor, pus tudo futuro, está bem? Eu também não estou para estar a... Olha, agora está-me a atualizar como se eu estivesse a andar mais depressa do que... E à esquerda alguns. Pelo menos eu devia estar aí à...
That should be the entrance to the alley. And we are almost there. Oh, now that's very narrow. Guys, if you come here with side cases, be careful on this part since it's an iron pole on the alley entrance.
Do lado parece fácil. Sí, sí, parece que era el hostel y hay como dejar ahí de lado. Gracias.
Well, if Lone Wolf fits, I can fit as well. Ay, the sidewalk is a bummer though.
Olha, o problema é que ela começa aqui a sair do passeio. Passa, passa. Ai, já pôs aqui no passeio. Ok? Muito bem.
I made it.
Vamos, a sério. A sério. Gracias.
Finally,
Estou esperada a ver se
I'm calling dibs on the shower.
Well, I called dibs too.
Well, I'm first.
Plenty of room for two.
Okay.
O problema ali era ele estar muito em cima do passeio e a roda estar a resvalar o passeio. Está muito afastada, não está?
Welcome to the Hostel Alcazar. As you can see from the pictures, it's a very nice place. Cheap, very clean and with air conditioner, and the owner is super nice. And you can park your motorcycles here.
Welcome back.
What a nice evening it is. Still over 30 degrees after 10 p.m.
We already had dinner and we are going for a walk on the historic city center and visit the more important monuments.
The most iconic is the Great Mosque Cathedral of Córdoba, that you can see one of the towers here. Impressive to say the least. It englobes architecture from the Moorish culture as well as Roman and Visigothic elements. It is listed as a World Heritage Site since 1984.
Very funny. Olha aqui, isto é mesmo superar aqueles gates. Estas redes sociais. Daí, amor, então tu vais no meio da estrada. É mesmo a Nhuca, man. Cada vez tenho mais a certeza.
Here you can see the Triunfo de San Rafael de la Puerta del Puente. And the Puerta del Puente itself.
Aquela luz lá à frente. Chegar um bocado mais para trás. Aí está. Go. So, Lady Wolf, what do you think about this Córdoba by night?
It's beautiful. I mean, it's very nice that you're here at night instead in the afternoon because it's so hot at this time, like 11 p.m. almost.
Yeah, it's 30 degrees.
It would be impossible to be
Here during the day.
during the day.
Yeah.
But it's a pity because
And
we would see
what we have here?
differently by the day, of course.
What is
We
this?
have, I guess, a Roman bridge.
Yeah, you know all
A
of
bet
that.
going there,
What?
flying, yeah.
Bet.
Wild.
Look at this behind. Awesome.
But maybe tomorrow morning we can walk a little bit and see some views
I think it's a too hot
in
city for
daylight.
that.
Yeah. In the morning, I mean 7 a.m. of course.
I'm gonna sleep.
Today it has been
Olha, aqui é que está
really too hot to be riding. We are really tired and dehydrated.
Yeah.
I have a small headache.
Parece que estou a gravar as miúdas. Seca, meu. This is nice. Well worth it.
In about 300 meters, it's the second musician in the street that we
Yeah.
are watching. And this is very good since I'm also an amateur musician, of course.
Bullshit. You, to me, a pro. It's really dark. The moon is nice though. So this Roman bridge has 2,000 years.
2,000 years, that's awesome.
Oh, the legions crossed this thing 2,000 years ago.
I would just lay down here and listen to this beautiful music.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Existe momento de olvidar que pueda apartarme de ti.
Esses gatinhos estão ali.
Si quieres, se convierte en alegría, pasarás pecador sin alabar a la
Yeah.
Back to the other side of the Mosque Cathedral, we still want to visit the Roman temple.
Cool. Esta calha também é bastante importante. Não para a frente, senão pensa que eu estou a gravar as miúdas. 30 degrees. Parece um tarado. Pariu a galega aqui. No lights, man. Carro.
Here is the Roman temple of Córdoba, built in the 1st century AD.
Just imagine this place over 2000 years ago. Like the Vulcans say, fascinating.
Access is not permitted at the moment, some renovations are underway, but we can appreciate the monument very closely.
Roman temple, awesome. I love the colors of this square. What's the time?
30 past midnight.
Ah, perfect. Não sei se isto está a saída.
This is like a little hidden place.
And with this nice romantic place, we would like to thank you for joining us for this night walk.
Indeed, thank you
Yeah,
for
but
watching.
Andalusia.
Tomorrow we go south in the natural parks of southern Andalusia. There we will visit the Torcal de Andaquera in the next video. So good night and see you next time.
Good night, everyone. Sleep tight.